"You don't love me. You love the visa." That's what Ziad allegedly whispered off camera the night he dumped Emma. And if that line doesn't shatter everything TLC tried to package as a fairy tale, I don't know what will. Because this wasn't just another messy breakup in the 90-Day Fiancé universe. This was the moment the 90-day dream quietly fell apart for three different couples. Lisa chasing her so-called Lion King, Ziad walking away from Emma in a move no one saw coming, and Forrest dropping to one knee for Sheena while the fandom was still trying to process the chaos. I know what you're thinking. Here we go again, another TLC cliffhanger. But listen to this, because what happened behind the scenes, off the neatly edited episodes on TLC, tells a completely different story. Lisa didn't just meet the Lion King. She flew across continents with a suitcase full of extensions, printed screenshots of old text messages, and a belief that she was about to secure her forever after. Production framed it like a romantic reunion. Sweeping music, airport slow-mo, confessionals about destiny. But here's the part TLC cameras didn't show. According to screenshots leaked on a 90-day subreddit thread that blew up overnight, Lisa had already been warned by two other women about this man's history. Allegedly, he'd promised exclusivity before, while simultaneously DMing fans who tagged him in Lion King memes. And yet, there she was, smiling, nervous, repeating that she just needed honesty. The irony? Honesty was the one thing nobody in this triangle was offering. Meanwhile, Ziad and Emma were unraveling in real time. Their storyline was supposed to be about sacrifice, him leaving everything behind, her navigating family skepticism, the ticking clock of the K-1 visa process hanging over their heads. But this is where it gets uncomfortable, because multiple fan accounts noticed something subtle in episode edits. Ziad stopped using future tense language. Instead of "when we get married," he started saying "if things work out." That's not just semantics, that's emotional distancing. About 2 minutes into this video, I need to say something to you directly. If you're the kind of viewer who rewatches confessionals to catch micro-expressions and reads between the lines of every tell-all apology, you're in the right place. Subscribe and join this little corner of the internet where we don't just watch 90 Day, we decode it. Because what I'm about to tell you about Forrest and Sheena, it changes everything. Let's go back to Lisa for a second. When she finally met the Lion King, yes, that cringy nickname production leaned into, it wasn't fireworks, it was awkward. Body language experts on TikTok were already stitching clips, pointing out how he angled his torso away from her during their first hug. That's not passion, that's politeness. And politeness is deadly in a 90-day relationship built on urgency. But the real bombshell didn't drop until a fan posted a blurry photo from the hotel lobby. In the background, the Lion King laughing with a woman who was definitely not Lisa. The timestamp? The same night Lisa claimed they talked for hours about their future. So, which is it? Romance or damage control? Over on Twitter, X, fans were divided. Half accused Lisa of ignoring red flags because she wanted screen time. The other half believed she was being manipulated by a man who understood exactly how to perform for reality TV. And that's the thing about this franchise. It's not just about love, it's about leverage, visibility, followers, cameo bookings. Now let's talk about Ziad's breaking point. The official edit made it seem sudden. One episode, they're discussing wedding venues. The next, he's packing a suitcase. But according to a Reddit AMA from someone claiming to be a production assistant, there were days of arguments we never saw. Arguments about money, about Emma allegedly controlling the joint bank account set up for visa expenses, about Ziad feeling like he had to earn affection by proving financial worth. I know what you're thinking. But Emma cried. She looked blindsided. And maybe she was, but blindsided doesn't always mean innocent. In one unaired clip teased during a mid-season trailer, Emma tells a friend, "If he doesn't step up, I'll send him back." Send him back? Like a package. That language hit fans hard, because this is where the power imbalance of the K-1 visa becomes brutally clear. One person's entire legal status rests in the hands of another. This is where the 90-day dream quietly fell apart. Ziad didn't just dump Emma, he reclaimed control. And whether you see him as a hero or a villain probably says more about you than it does about him. Hold that thought, because while one couple imploded, another was accelerating at full speed. Forrest and Sheena, the couple nobody expected to survive past episode 3. The age gap, the cultural misunderstandings, the awkward dinner with her friends that felt like an interrogation. And yet, Forrest changed. Or at least, that's what the edit wanted us to believe. He started learning her language. He stopped making those tone-deaf jokes about importing a wife. He cried in a confessional about wanting to be better. Fans were skeptical. Redemption arcs in this franchise are rare and usually temporary. But then came the proposal. It wasn't flashy, no beach fireworks, no violinists hiding in palm trees, just a quiet rooftop, city lights, and Forrest shaking so hard he could barely hold the ring box. Sheena looked stunned, not the staged kind, the real kind, the kind where your brain is still catching up to what your heart already decided. Here's the twist no one saw coming: the ring. Within hours of the episode airing, jewelry enthusiasts on Instagram zoomed in and identified the setting as nearly identical to a ring Forrest had liked months earlier on a jeweler's page, before he and Sheena were even publicly exclusive. Meaning what? He'd been planning this longer than we thought. Or production had? And that question matters because authenticity is currency in the 90-day world. The moment fans suspect producer orchestration, trust erodes. Back to Lisa. After the hotel lobby photos surfaced, she went live. No glam team, no filters, just raw anger. She accused clout chasers of trying to sabotage her happiness, but she never directly denied the photo. Instead, she pivoted. We're working through things privately. Privately, on a show built on public scrutiny. This is where social media chaos becomes part of the storyline. Subreddits split into Team Lisa and Team Lion King, old posts resurfaced, alleged exes hinted at NDA agreements, and somewhere in the noise, the real question got lost. Did Lisa fall in love with a man or with the idea of winning? Because let's be honest, in this franchise, being chosen feels like victory, especially after seasons of rejection, humiliation, and tell-all callouts. Ziad, meanwhile, resurfaced online with a cryptic caption: "Peace is expensive." Fans dissected it like a forensic team. Was he happier? Was he already seeing someone new? A blurry cafe selfie with an unidentified brunette sent speculation into overdrive. Emma stayed quieter, but friends of hers commented under fan pages, insisting she'd supported him more than anyone knows. That's the thing about breakups in the 90-day universe. We see the highlights and the explosions, but rarely the mundane sacrifices in between. And Forrest? After the proposal episode aired, he posted a simple black square with a ring emoji. No caption. Sheena followed with a carousel of behind-the-scenes rooftop photos. In one, you can see a producer crouched behind a plant. Romantic, yes. Manufactured? Also yes. I know what you're thinking. Is any of it real? That's the question that keeps this franchise alive. Because for every staged dinner scene, there's a real tear. For every producer-prompted argument, there's a genuine fear of deportation, of heartbreak, of public humiliation. Lisa standing in that hotel room staring at her phone. Ziad zipping his suitcase with trembling hands. Forrest whispering, "Please say yes." Sheena covering her mouth in shock. These are human moments, even when surrounded by boom mics and lighting rigs. But here's the final curiosity gap I can't shake. If the Lion King truly cared about Lisa, why did multiple fan accounts claim he was active on a dating app the week before filming Wrapped? If Ziad felt controlled, why wait until cameras were rolling to leave? And if Forrest's proposal was pure, why were there whispers that Sheena's family still hasn't fully approved? This isn't just about 3 couples, it's about the cost of turning love into content. So I'm leaving you with this, because I genuinely want to know where you stand. When the cameras fade and the visas expire and the sponsorship deals dry up, which of these relationships actually survives the real world? Is Lisa fighting for love or for relevance? Did Ziad escape toxicity or abandon commitment? And is Forrest's proposal the beginning of a forever, or just the next season's storyline waiting to implode? Tell me in the comments, because in the 90-day universe,